Patience is one of the most valuable skills you can develop, yet it's also one of the rarest. We live in a world that promises instant results. Food arrives in minutes, movies begin with a tap, messages are delivered instantly, and information is available within seconds. Slowly, we've trained ourselves to expect everything to happen immediately. But life doesn't follow the speed of technology. The most meaningful things, success, wisdom, strong relationships, financial freedom, and personal growth, take time. Imagine planting a seed in the ground. You water it every day, but after a week, nothing seems to happen. If you become impatient and dig it up every morning to check its progress, you'll destroy the very thing you're trying to grow. Success works the same way. Many people give up because they mistake slow progress for no progress. They don't realize that some of the most important growth happens beneath the surface, long before anyone can see it. Patience isn't about doing nothing. It's about continuing to do the right things while trusting that the results will come in time. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with patience is comparison. We scroll through social media and see people buying houses, starting businesses, traveling the world, or achieving impressive goals. Without realizing it, we begin comparing our everyday life to someone else's highlight reel. We start asking ourselves, why am I so far behind? But every person has a different starting point, different opportunities, different challenges, and a different timeline. Comparing your journey to someone else's only creates frustration. Instead of looking sideways, look backward. Ask yourself, am I better than I was a year ago? That's the comparison that truly matters. Another reason we lose patience is because we focus too much on outcomes instead of the process. We want the promotion, the perfect body, the successful business, or the fluent language as quickly as possible. But every worthwhile achievement is built through small, repetitive actions. Think about learning to play a musical instrument. No one becomes an expert after a few lessons. Improvement comes from practicing the basics over and over again, even when progress feels invisible. The process may seem boring, but it's where greatness is built. Patience means falling in love with the daily habits instead of obsessing over the finish line. Nature teaches this lesson beautifully. A river doesn't force its way through a mountain in one day. Drop by drop, year after year, it slowly shapes solid rock. The river isn't the strongest force in nature, but its persistence makes it incredibly powerful. Your consistent efforts work the same way. Every page you read, every workout you complete, every skill you practice, and every challenge you overcome may seem small today, but together they shape your future in extraordinary ways. Another hidden enemy of patience is the desire for certainty. We want guarantees before we begin. We want proof that our hard work will pay off before investing our time and energy. But life rarely offers guarantees. Farmers plant crops without knowing exactly what the weather will bring. Entrepreneurs start businesses without knowing if they'll succeed. Students study without knowing every question that will appear on the exam. Progress always requires faith in the process. Those who wait for complete certainty often remain stuck where they are. Patience also means understanding that setbacks are part of growth. Imagine climbing a mountain. Sometimes the path goes uphill. Sometimes it levels out. Sometimes you even have to take a few steps backward to find a safer route. But stepping back doesn't mean you're failing. It simply means you're adapting. In life, there will be moments when progress feels slow or when unexpected challenges delay your plans. These moments don't define your future unless you allow them to stop you completely. Every successful person has experienced seasons when nothing seemed to work. The difference is that they continued planting seeds even when they couldn't yet see the harvest. Another powerful lesson is learning to control your emotions instead of letting your emotions control you. When we're impatient, we often make decisions we'll later regret. We quit too soon, speak too quickly, spend impulsively, or give up on dreams that simply needed more time. Patience creates space between emotion and action. That space allows wisdom to replace impulse. Sometimes the strongest response isn't reacting immediately. Sometimes it's waiting, observing, and choosing your next move carefully. Your body also affects your patience more than you might realize. Lack of sleep, constant stress, poor nutrition, and endless distractions make your mind restless. A tired mind wants immediate relief, while a healthy mind can think long-term. Taking care of your physical health makes it easier to stay calm during difficult moments. Something as simple as taking a walk, breathing deeply, or stepping away from your phone for a few minutes can completely change your perspective. Patience is not weakness. It is emotional strength. It is the ability to remain steady while others panic. It is trusting yourself enough to keep moving forward without needing instant rewards. The bamboo tree offers a remarkable example. For years after it is planted, almost nothing appears above the ground. During that time, its roots are spreading deep beneath the surface. Then, when the foundation is strong enough, it suddenly grows at an astonishing speed. People who only see the final growth think it happened overnight, but they never saw the years of invisible preparation. Your life often works the same way. Just because your progress isn't visible doesn't mean it's not happening. Every lesson you're learning, every habit you're building, every challenge you're overcoming is strengthening your foundation for future success. Finally, remember that patience doesn't mean waiting passively. It means continuing to improve while you wait. Learn another skill. Read another chapter. Help another person. Practice one more time. Become a little wiser, a little stronger, and a little kinder every day. Because when your opportunity finally arrives, it won't ask whether you were impatient. It will ask whether you were prepared. The people who achieve extraordinary things are rarely the fastest. They are the ones who stayed committed long after everyone else became discouraged. So trust the process, respect your own timeline, and remember this: great things are rarely built in a day, but they are almost always built one day at a time. Patience is not the ability to wait forever. It is the ability to keep growing while you wait, and that quiet persistence is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary ones.